up and I will kill you.
Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to Star Trek for Litcube's universe, where today we have a very special guest, what's the word? Purls, get out here, I can't do this intro. You're just gonna have to come in, I don't care.
Hello. I'm currently locked in his house, so he let me come out for
yeah,
once.
he's in my walls, and I kinda took my pills today, so he's coming out. But anyways, well, Purls is the was it you the sole developer of STLU at the moment, right?
I mean, I'm the only one with all the files, technically, so yes.
Oh, you have
I do have some helpers that help me with models.
All right, well, there we go. So this is, if you can't already figure it out by the little spaceship coming by, this is Star Trek for Litcube's universe. This is, if you've heard of the Star Wars for Litcube's universe mod, this is that, but it's an early version, and Purls has been working really, really hard on it and whatnot. So, I guess you got any tips for us before we start getting into this? Because this is, I think, my second time getting in here, so I don't know what I'm doing.
The only playtest you need to worry about is the playtest one.
The playtest one. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see here.
The trader currently crashes the game, so don't even worry about that one.
Where's the trader at? Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah, well, one of the turret cameras, when you switch to I think the first turret camera and you fire, the game just crashes. I don't know why. I'm working on it, but it's one of those things where you fix it and then it does not get fixed. So, yeah, playtest.
Playtest
I mean, if you want to try a few of the other battles, you can. I think recruit puts you into a Columbia class escort. The captain puts you into a Constitution class, the same class as the Enterprise.
Okay, I know
the admiral I think puts you into like an Odyssey class, one of the bigger ships.
M2. That's gonna be a big boy. Yeah. Well, we can always start like a whole bunch of new ones just to check them out. What you got?
Yeah, that's true.
I noticed that you've got a very Star Trek character over here. I like this.
Okay,
this is my favorite character.
That's really funny because for me that does not show up. That's an issue with just game files. There's some kind of issue.
Weird.
No idea.
That's interesting. Then is Federation? No, that would be what they're called, the Ferengi. Does this work? You said it doesn't work though. That's right. So
I mean, yeah, you can fly the ship, just don't fire the turrets. That's about it.
Will it just crash the game outright?
Yeah.
Perfect.
The game just locks up and crashes. It's pretty funny, actually.
I guess then let's start off with the Federation captain and see what happens.
Way down.
So, also, if anyone doesn't already know this, I don't know anything about Star Trek for the most part. I know rudimentary lore and whatnot, but I can't do anything else crazy.
You know, the beauty of this, I don't know much about Star Trek either. That's why when I got onto this mod, I'm like, well, I know what I know from Star Trek Online, and that's about it.
Pretty ships.
Yep. Dinner plates.
Dinner plates. Initializing game start.
Let's see. So there was a cockpit mod installed. It doesn't work. I don't know why.
I don't think I took that out because you told me to, and
the only thing it would change is down to the bottom where it shows like your ship's health and all that. It would just bring that back. It's not that big of a deal just for testing.
F2, there we go. So what is this ship, by the way?
That is a okay. No, I was actually very wrong. That is an Avenger class light cruiser, I believe.
Cool. And actually, I think this is the one that when I opened it up just to test it the one time, I think this is what I had that time too. So now, does it have any weapons? I can see a couple.
Yes, it does. Yes. So unlike Star Wars Litcube's universe, I'm far too lazy to make turrets. So all of the turrets, they're just invisible weapon mount points.
Okay.
So actually, here real quick, press period and like go to the ship menu.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, this is it, right? No.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and then you see there, autopilot, command, console, then scroll down and set whatever people you have discovered to enemy. To foe, down at adjust friend foe.
I have not played this in a while. Oh, show if enemy. Oh wait, yeah, it's right. Federation foe.
Yep,
okay.
And then go up to the command for all turrets.
And oh Jesus.
Yep, and then just fly close by one of the things to your left.
Cool. Here, I'll
This
go.
is how I've been
Orbital
testing. Instead of
patrol
actually going into
base.
like a test world, I just start a game and start flying towards them. It's a very inefficient way to do it, but it's the way I do it.
Well, it's there's many ways to enjoy this, I bet. So, well, anyways,
One thing, ships are a lot
fine.
better optimized right now because they're models directly from Star Trek Online. They were given to me and said, hey, here's where they're from. You can't use them for commercial use, obviously. There are still some issues with weapons, but they do work. I'm not quite sure about the lasers at the moment. They look kind of weird in X3. They look much better in X4, but it's X4, so that's not happening.
This is pretty. I like that.
Yeah, I've not noticed any performance drops on my end when I was trying these. They do a decent amount of damage, but for the most part, bigger fleets, you can actually have them without really, lagging the game as much. The models don't really have many light maps because X3 doesn't really work well with any kind of light maps. So any engines and all that, I can still have like the engine trails and all that just fine. But for the most part, anywhere where you would normally see like the ship lighting up, it doesn't really work like that.
Okay, all right.
The Constitution's a good one because I think that one looks like it lights up, but it doesn't.
But this is the Avenger, right? That's what I remember. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
right.
Avenger class. All the ships go actually pretty fast. They actually go faster than I think default LU ships.
Real quick.
Yeah, for the most part, they go I think quite a bit faster than the normal Litcube's universe.
I can't see how fast I'm going.
And that's why I removed the cockpit mod. Yeah, it's just kind of it's one of those bugs that I don't know why it's doing it. I didn't change anything, but it doesn't work for any single ship. So it might be an issue with the download of the cockpit mod I have. I could always check that. Yeah, that's the Avenger. Currently, this start is still work in progress. I think because which start did we do again? Was this the recruiter
captain? This is the M7 ship.
Okay, so. Right.
And I don't know
I might be reclassing some ships as well. Okay. I'm not quite sure yet.
Well, this would look. Let's see. So M7, isn't that supposed to be like a destroyer? I think.
It's like a frigate or a destroyer or something like that. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard because Star Trek doesn't have very many classes of ships. It's either big or small. So it's. I believe I actually have a list of ship classes.
Pew 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 pew. Was it so? I guess one thing because as you know, I have a really well thought out list of questions that I've been meaning to ask you for months now. What is it?
Yep, I'm looking forward to them.
So what? Just based on like because you worked on the Star Wars Litcube's universe mod, right? And I'm just wondering, what made you want to make your own, like your own version of the mod? Did someone give you an idea, or is this all your?
It's for the most part, it's all my own idea. I mean, I've always. Is that the rear camera?
I think so. This is a side
all
one,
right.
and then.
They all work.
Heck? Oh, that's just a turn in the back there.
So overall, I kind of wanted to make my own, just because Xenon and I for the Star Wars mod had a couple little disagreements on kind of what should be done, and there's nothing bad about him. He's a great person. There's some things that I would like to do differently than what he does. Like I'm more for releasing smaller patches or bug fixes and stuff like that, while he likes to do more big updates because he doesn't feel like people should have to, download a patch or anything like that. But for me, I feel like if there's a few bugs that I've fixed in the Star Wars mod that have not been fully patched out yet, just because of the fact the game's not been updated. So for me, I'm more so the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna release this ship, I'm gonna release these models, release this mod, and there's a bug. Usually within 24 hours, I get a bug fix out, and it's a new version. Okay. So it's stuff like that kind of made me want to do my own, but also just kind of creative freedom in a way. Instead of, we probably shouldn't put this ship in because it doesn't look great. Most of the ships look fine. There's a few that don't look the best that I plan on putting in, but they're going in because more stuff.
Yay, more stuff. Oh, someone's attacking me.
Yay.
I had a beep. Someone's hurting me. I don't know who it is though. So no, that's all.
Terran,
So it's essentially so.
laser.
Long story short, it comes down to you wanting to be able to update the game as you're updating it, rather than doing larger chunks. That's kind of the by and large. And also, I guess you have your own creative freedom to do as you so please. I'm just jumping right here.
Yep, exactly. The other thing is that kind of I wanted to change the scaling of ships. The only things that the Star Wars mod kind of fail at are the fact that the ships are so large that some of the ships have trouble undocking or navigating with the AI, because the AI is abysmal. It is the worst.
It's fantastic.
But with like the larger the ship, the more it has to kind of calculate and figure out, oh, how the hell do I get there?
Yeah, how am I supposed to do that?
Yeah, so basically, like for the most part, it's just kind of trying to figure out, where the right scaling is. Because like when you stop the ship and kind of jump out, it looks a little weird just because they're a little bit smaller. But when you're inside the ship itself, it looks fine. So for me, I went more with, okay, I don't want the ships to be massive. Like the Resurgent Star Destroyer in the Star Wars mod, that's a beast. And same thing with like the Secutor, all those. Can't really
Terran,
you can't fully like use the ships in their practical sense. You have to be either out of the sector or stuff like that to undock them, to fly them around well, stuff like that.
Definitely.
That my goal is to not have that happen.
Okay.
I want people to be able to kind of do everything there in a way.
Okay.
So that's kind of my overall goal with that.
All right. And that yes, no, that's all good. I'm trying to. There's a dude here right now, and I want to kill him, but I want to see.
Tar-
Pew pew. There he goes.
Yeah, the ranges of the weapons, I'm still learning a lot of the weapon traits and all that. The other thing is that the lasers, while they're cool, they seem to have an issue with range. So I might end up just not having them be in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case, I would like to have lasers because Star Trek, a lot of the time you see pew pew lasers, but
hey, fire laser.
It's either, I have a nice looking weapon or I don't have one that works well. So it's, for me, I'd rather have it work well.
Yeah, I get that for sure. And personally, I would like it to work well as well. If you just putting my 2 cents in on that.
High-tech
Yeah, that's kind of my kind of thing with that. I believe something that I also have in this, the normal headquarters model from Litcube's universe has been replaced.
Oh,
target.
What is it replaced with?
It's
this
replaced
mod,
with
right?
a model. Yeah, it's replaced in that mod with the super player headquarters. I have it credited as one of the things in the credits, but essentially it's a 32 docking capacity structure, and it actually, like, the docking arms are more out of the way. It even does work with the Star Wars mod because it's just a reskin. It can dock larger ships. All the ships dock sideways instead of directly going like into the station, so you don't have to worry about super elongated ships crashing into each other.
Yeah, that's nice.
You just can't really undock them all at the same time like the original headquarters. That's the one disadvantage of it.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. It's in the playtest. It's in the playtest one that you can take a look at. I just kind of threw almost everything in the mod at that point. I just threw it into a start and went, here you go.
Here we go. We'll definitely have to take a peek at that for sure. I'm just kind of exploring for just a bit, just to see if there's something else. This is actually a question that's not written down.
Ooh,
I know.
Going off script here.
We're going off script here. We're in trouble now.
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, right. What the hell? What kind of channel are we running?
Border security.
Border security's pissed at me. That's alright.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I shot them a little bit. Shut up, I'm trying to ask a question.
To reverse course and leave.
I'm not gonna leave. Anyways, so I wanted to check here. Will you have any, I guess, I don't know, Star Trek themed like stations or like items to pick up? Like, I don't know if there's any like specific things. Now I don't know anything about Star Trek, so you could pretty much just tell me whatever, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's good. But do you have plans for I don't know, like the different stations having different structures, or is that maybe not even a thing that could be modded? I guess.
That's actually a good question. So I thought about that quite a bit. The hardest part is finding the models. People either don't want to share them, which I get, or people design them and they kind of don't look great. They're too low poly.
Okay.
Like X3 has some terrible station designs. They don't look great if you look close to them, but there's some where you just look at it and it might as well just be a plot.
Okay.
Or all the models they're meant to be 3D printed that I found, so they don't even have a texture and they can't be converted properly. There's a few station models I think I have that I've not even looked at yet, but it's kind of in the it's in the works,
it's in the air.
Yeah, it's in the air. It's kind of
Yeah, gotcha. Can you, let's see here, can you tell me where is a sector that might potentially have a shipyard that I have not pissed off?
Not in the Federation. I'll have you. You might want to try a different start for that one.
Okay, maybe I'll do that then.
I think there's a shipyard on Earth.
Okay.
That has a few of the ships for sale. I think that's one of them.
Okay. Let's see here, Federation. Well, I guess I started out as the Federation, and it did like me, but I kind of pissed him off. So let's try the Federation recruit. Let's see.
Yeah, let's do it.
With that. Good stuff. Oh yeah, and I guess you've already answered this, but it's on the list of questions that I was like, I'm gonna ask these. But the first part is where have you been getting the models for the most part, unless you don't want to tell if it's a secret location, but.
I get it from my resident drug dealer. No,
hey!
I found a website that they had models ripped straight from the game.
Okay.
It's a real gray area, but there's really no liability on my end because, for one, not monetary purposes, and two, they're being put into a game. It's nothing that I have to worry about. Of course, if somebody from the higher ups of Star Trek, if Spock himself came out and said, "Take this shit down," I would, but. It's nothing on my end that I've done or that I would have to worry about. So yeah, for the most part, it's just they're all stolen models in a way, but that's how most mods work. Honestly, that's how a lot of mods work.
It's a lot of work otherwise. Oh, here's the mammoth. This is the Star Wars mod. This thing, it just won't go away. There was this is away from the Star Trek mod, but no, my last Star Wars campaign, I went into the sector, and I'm not kidding, there was about like 20 of these bad boys just sitting there, and I have no idea why. They were just all there, and Xenon, he didn't even know why they were there.
I know Flumpy hates us, but let's just do it anyway.
Well, that's the big deal. I didn't even hate them. It's just I couldn't board them, which was because I tried. This is on like my own time. I wasn't recording it, but I was just like, can I board these? Because this would be awesome, like fire ships or something. And because I had a plan to like put a whole bunch of mines inside one, and then before it died, release all the mines and it kill everybody nearby. But it crashed the game, so I was like, all right, that's not a good idea. But yeah,
that's actually quite funny.
I know, right? But I wasn't able to board them, which was just sad. But anyways, so what type of ship is this? We popped in here.
That is the Columbia class escorts.
Columbia. It looks exactly like what I expected it would.
Yeah, I got the two ships mixed up for the starts. The Constitution class is only in the playtest.
Okay.
It's not in the at least as far as I know, it's not in the Admiral one. I know I made this thing, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But yes, I believe it's only in the playtest. You can get a better look at all the models while everything's fighting, because the playtest one has a big fight. You gotta test all the weapons and a lot of the ships and all that. Since that playtest start has been made, I think there's 4 to 6 more ships in the game.
Nice.
They've been tested, but they still need a little bit of tweaking. They have a lot less weapons than the Star Wars mod, because the more weapon mounts, the more shots fired, and then just more lag. So I believe the smaller ships have 1 weapon mount on each side, but then I turned the damage up a little bit more on the weapon itself, and that kind of balances it out.
Okay, all right. Let's see, I kind of overshot here. Now, what kind of, does this thing have any weapons? I don't think it does. Unless I have to.
It does not. It does not have any cockpit weapons, but I think that was before I started actually putting cockpit weapons.
Oh,
on.
there we go. So then I did notice while I was just searching through the orbital station there. Oh wait, geez, the orbital station and the where was it? Yeah, I think this is the one. What's a Keras? Is that part of your mod, or is that something different? Because I've never seen it before.
I think that is no. I don't think that's. I don't recognize the names. I think that's just a Litcube one. I think Earth has a shipyard that has all of the Federation ships at the time.
Nice.
I couldn't tell you where Earth is because I don't know. But it's in there somewhere. I'm trying to find. I put something.
You gotta make your own like map. You gotta like make your own like sectors and stuff.
Well, actually, I actually took the map straight from Star Wars mod and just read
yeah.
all the sectors.
Let's see here. What was it? And oh yeah, and I guess another question I forgot I didn't ask. Do you plan to make any of your own models, or do you think you know anyone who could?
I've looked around. The hard part is that modeling is a really hard job. So I don't blame the people that want money for it. I don't blame that at all. But it's something that I'm broke as shit, so I don't have money to for people to spend. But yeah. I'm not sure. I would like to make my own models if I can, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's not on the cards right now. It's not opportune, I guess is the best way to say it right now. I look back at the screen, you're just zooming along. I will say, I do like how I made the ships a lot faster. They seem, notice how when you go into SATA, for the most part, it doesn't really lag too much. I also can't hear you. Did I break something?
Oh my god, I've been muted. So
YouTuber over here.
I'm professional. Yeah, I'm going into video production. But you know what makes me feel better is Markiplier. He cuts out his mic every now and then, so that gives me hope.
It happens to the best of us.
I know, right? But no, I was just saying. It was funny because I was like starting a sentence a couple times, and then you were talking like, oh, shut up now, shut up. But you were just kind of filling in the void there, and I was muted. But anyways, no. Just based on like on SETA, right? Just another tangent. When I was doing the Star Wars, you know the Star Wars Reborn mod.
I've never played it, but I've seen gameplay on it. I believe I actually watched your video on it.
Yeah, I think you did. Essentially, for those who don't know, it's essentially like it's. I think it's literally just a reskin of X3. I don't think there's really anything that's new or cool that's put into it, except for all the ships are very functional, and like I think the Lucrehulk's really a cool deal. I know they couldn't really do it in Litcubes, but Reborn, it's just fun to fly around. But no, because that was the early days of me discovering X3, and it was funny because I did not know that setup was a thing. And so I would literally just head towards, like, let's say, some sort of base off in the distance, and I would alt-tab out and just watch YouTube until I get there. And then about a 50-50 shot, I'd come in just in time to save my ship, or it would crash, and I had to reload the save. Oh my god! Oh, it's just awful.
That is so funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got into X3 a lot later. I've heard about. I think I watched Captain Shack play.
Yep, same. That was the reason why I got it. Even.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got into it because I watched Captain Shack play Star Wars Litcube's universe, and then at that point I joined the Discord. I went, I don't even own the game yet, so I got the game.
Yeah.
I got it on sale for like $4.
Yes. Yep. Got on sale.
I think I played base X3 for probably like 2 days. I was like, yeah, I know enough. And then I got Litcube's universe. I did not even play through any of that. Downloaded the Star Wars mod, and a year plus later, I'm on the mod team still. So
woohoo!
Yeah, like the way I got into the mod team was I edited the map. I went into the Galaxy editor and I actually added all the orbital weapon platforms as viable objects.
Okay.
It was a good idea at the time, but it's not really that feasible just because of the fact that they don't move, so you can't exactly move. Yeah, you have to. I think you have to go out of sector, undock the weapon platform from the station. Take in Iran. It's the only ship that can actually use a dock. There we go. Is the word? It's the only ship that can actually dock capital ships.
Oh.
So you take the Iran, which is expensive. Go over to the orbital weapon platform. Out of sector, you dock the Iran You dock the orbital weapon platform inside the Iran, and then you can jump it wherever you want, undock it, move the Iran, and go back in sector. It's a real pain in the
It
ass.
sounds like a whole hassle right there. Let me tell you.
But Xenon seemed to like the fact that I'm learning this stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, you want to join the team? I was like, sure, sounds good to me.
Heck yeah.
And since then, I added a few sectors to the base map when he asked me to. So I added a few sectors to that map. I don't know if you got the chance to see it, 'cause I don't remember what version you were using. Star Wars Litcube's universe.
I think, well, it was whatever the last, because I really don't like updating that mod when I'm in the middle of, or any mod when I'm in the middle of a campaign, unless it auto updates, because I just don't want to screw up my. There's no way, if it were to screw up that campaign, you would not have seen me finish it. I would have just like, all right.
Yeah. It was hard enough for me to finish it.
I was actually the first one to finish it. Xenon
true.
told me. I gave him the little secret code, and he was like, hey, way to go.
Like, yeah, I guess you did it right.
It's like, hey, I made it through. I had to take a little bit of Tylenol and a couple extra sips of whiskey, but we got through it.
Yeah, no, you were. I think you might still be one of the only people who have finished it since the new update.
I am
that I can recall.
I'm a beast. That's what we call that. Oh, I went the wrong way because Mars is right here. I should have gone this way. Damn it.
That's
anyways.
okay. If you go back to Mars on the map, you can actually probably have it automatically like navigate you to the gate.
Oh, that
and then just stay there.
Well, wouldn't that just be hunky dory? Let's see here. Oh yes, this is actually. I'm very proud of this question. It's very deep.
What inspires you?
I actually, let's see here. Let's see here. Where is it?
System Mars.
It's not really inspired, but I think we kind of already answered that by the what made you want to start the creating one. But no, no. Aside from it being Star Trek. I don't know. Is there any like features that you are like, maybe you don't want to tell them right here, but is there anything that you're excited to try out? Because I know you made a couple of your own mods for the Star Wars Litcubes mod, and I don't know if you want to transfer those over here, or if you can, or if you have any other ideas for stuff you may want to try out.
I mean, honestly, I can really make any of the mods I have made before, like the credit monitor. That was kind of useful. Few of the others, like all the abilities, most of the ships in Star Trek don't really have any special abilities of any kind.
Okay.
I mean, like the one thing I worked on for quite a while that I tried to get to work was the saucer separation.
Oh, that
was a really popular request. The only possible way to do it would be to take everything inside of the ship, split it in half, put it into two different variables. Spawn in the two halves of the ship, put the inventories of both into there, and then it's just a real pain. I tried getting it to work. I just could not get the inventory to work properly. So that I gave up on that one because I could get it to work where it would separate and it would spawn in two different models of the ships. Then it would jump the current one out of the galaxy, and then it would spawn you into, I think, the cockpit of the original of it.
Oh,
okay. It would never worked right. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna release something that has a chance of, if somebody decides to use it, they're gonna lose like 25-star Marines. I'm not gonna do that to people. So to me, it's not worth releasing.
Okay.
Something like that. The rest, I mean, I could make special abilities and stuff like that, but there's nothing I can really think of that really would need to be added, in my opinion.
You should have. Okay. This is just off the top of my mind. You should have like be able to beam people aboard other ships, just like auto transfer Marines.
I have thought of editing the boarding mechanics. Instead of even using boarding pods, it just beams them onto the enemy ship. That one won't be that hard. I would just have to go in and edit a lot of the files, which is fine. But
I don't have to do it, so that's fine by me.
Very true. But yeah, no, it's not something that I'm fully that I'm really planning on making a thing.
Okay, all right. Let's see. So wait, I'm confused. So is Asteroid Belt, that's where Earth is, or I'm trying to get to Earth? This is my map so far, because this is Mercury. Is my order of the planets wrong? Because isn't it?
Give me 1 second to pull up the map.
All right, you pull up the map because I'm trying to find desperately Earth here, and I'm making a fool of myself.
Okay, we're just chatting and flying around. It's all good.
Oh man, this is some hard stuff. Let's see here.
It should be actually here.
Oh.
Go into the I don't know. Go up to the top left.
Boop.
Advanced.
Boop.
Global command, global commands.
Boop.
And then script editor.
Where's script? Oh, there we go. Oh, I've used this before.
Yeah, press enter. Press enter. Press page down like twice. Okay, now to see that sheet.discover all, hover over it and press R. Press enter.
Oh.
Yep. Press enter. Press go down and then click yes.
Y or just press enter?
Just press enter.
Oh.
Then it'll ask yes and no, so you do yes, and then same thing. Boom. And then if you go to your map.
Hey, there it is. There it is. I just have to remember how to navigate it. I'm really screwing up right here. There we go. So let's see here. Oh, that was another thing. So, because it is Star Trek, a lot of... Oh, there's the Unknown Sector Mega. So, since this is here, right? So this is the... What are these? Yeah. The OCV, right? Yeah. I was thinking, and this... I'm not... Now, again, I don't know how hard this would be or whatever, but I'm pretty sure... Are you
going to ask me if I can make the OCV the Borg?
That's what well, that's one of my...
I've been asked that by so many people.
I think that's for sure. It's something I think you're going to end up having to do. Otherwise, everyone will be like, yeah. But, no, for sure...
You're not a real Trekkie fan.
You're not a real gamer. No, first off that, but then, and this is something that I think Mayhem has. I'm not sure if Litcube's universe has a similar, just Litcube's universe has a similar, function, I guess. I don't know. Do you think you'll have, like, I don't know, maybe factions, like, not necessarily the Federation, because I think the Federation would be probably more of, like, a defensive faction, but, like, you could have, like, either the Romulans, the Klingons, or the Cardassians. I know them being more hostile. Is there a way to, like, I don't know, like, influence their AI to be more, like, not as aggressive as maybe the Borg would be, but, you know, I don't know, fight for space? Is that a thing that you're thinking of, or a thing that's even possible?
I mean, it is possible. The main thing for that would be using something like improved races too. I would have to make sure that would work in the first place. But the main issues with it is that too much. I think there's 2 Earths actually. Now I think about it, you might want to check that.
What?
You in find sector, search for Earth.
Oh, yes, yeah. I need to be in Venus, and I just go to the moon.
Can you try searching for Earth real quick?
I just did.
Okay, no, there is only one. I think actually the moon might be where that station is.
Maybe.
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Moon. Wait, is it the moon? No.
Yeah, you have to do the.
The moon. Oh, there's something. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
It would probably be that shipyard. Nope, not that shipyard. Okay, try again.
Let's see.
I don't remember.
I know. It might be Uranus by chance. Uranus. Look at me trying to be all fancy. It's Uranus to anyone who has a brain. Let's see here. I think it's good. Well, just that's where I'm thinking. Not that one. One of these is gonna.
I don't think I made it the same as. I might have. I really don't know. I don't think I made it the same as.
Damn it! I was right.
Star Trek.
Oh God.
Anyway, worst case, if I accidentally delete it, I can add it later.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing. Now that we mentioned special abilities, one thing I actually do plan on adding at some point is just a straight up warp ability. It would use X amount of energy cells, but it would just teleport you into a sector.
That's perfect.
You choose. I could probably actually get it to work where it would teleport you. Oh, I do have Saturn Complex hubs working, by the way. That's a new feature that I have working.
Nice.
But I do plan on. I probably will make a warp ability for any ship. It's something you just press a hotkey. It'll ask you what sector. If you have it discovered, you select a sector, select a location, and it just warps you to there right away. For MLCC and all that, some of that stuff, that would not really work for it.
Okay. Oh, you have the Dominion. Cool. At least it says Dominion.
Oh yeah, I do. I have the Dominion in there. They don't have any ships yet, but
Yeah.
they're there.
So, what is it? Another thing. So is the only, because I'm just seeing Phaser Bank Blue. Is that the only weapon that's in the game right now, or is there? I'm assuming.
I'm glad you asked. There is blue, green, and red.
Perfect.
Those are, as far as I know, the main 3 colors that a lot of those use.
Yeah, they do.
Actually, what's the side that OTAS shipyard? Can I check real quick?
Yes.
I think I did.
This might be Otalati Trading, Dominion Trading.
No, that's not it either.
Mammoth.
We'll find it eventually.
We'll get there. We'll be fine.
Probably not. Yeah, overall the
attention. One of
lost for
your
words
ships
today. Holy
is
hell!
under attack.
That's because I'm just hitting
you
with everything I got.
I know. Hit me with a lot of questions and stuff. But yeah, a lot of the stuff from the Star Wars mod will be very similar as far as like the war sectors and all that.
Okay.
My hope is that the game will perform a little bit better.
Oh, Klingon,
overall.
here we go.
Attention, one of your ships is under attack.
Yeah, the Klingon.
Pontifex's seclusion.
There are no Klingon ships for sale right now. I'm kind of working on getting a lot of models in, and then I'm trying to work on the logistics of getting all the ships for sale.
Yeah.
Where they're going to be for sale. The jobs edited, so that way they only use Star Trek ships.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here goes.
That's all stuff that'll take a while.
Okay. I gotta finish up my series in Sins of a Solar Empire where I play all the different mods, but my favorite one, honestly, one of the great ones is the Star Trek mod, and I like the Romulans. It's here. You gotta focus on the Romulans for me, buddy.
I will be focusing on everything over time. I think Federation's going to be first, just because I already have the most done.
Attention, one of your ships
and then I actually plan on having this. It's not going to be an open source project. I mean, you can download it and modify whatever the hell you want, but it's going to be one of those projects where if somebody wants to change something and they know how to do it, they're more than welcome to do it and release their own version as long as they credit mine.
Yes.
So on the GitHub, I think there will be a portion where you can actually fork installs and then add your own stuff to it.
Wait a second. Did you just say GitHub?
Yes. I switch in between because no matter what I say, somebody says something.
I'm going to say something right now.
I know.
No, it's fine.
I know. Yes. Oh yeah. The Argon is the Dominion.
Yep.
The Talati is the Romulans.
Yes. Yep. Talati or Romulan.
I know the Terran is the Federation.
Yep.
The Pirates are the Pirates, obviously.
Obviously. We got the Borg are these guys right here.
Yeah, the Borg are the Goner, depending on what you want to say. Those are probably going to be the Borg, quote-unquote, rebels. Okay. And then I am going to make the Borg as the OCV.
Yeah.
I just kind of have to find a balance for them. So that way it's not, they have really good ships and they just beat the shit out of you.
No, you gotta have, maybe less ships, but they should at least be, they've gotta be just tough sons of bitches. Just put it out there.
It's still going to be the OCV. The only hard part about the OCV, they use a lot of fighters. I don't think the Borg has a single fighter. I'm pretty sure it's all geometric shapes.
You know what you have is limit the number of fighters if you
circles.
can, but yeah, make them little circles, little spheres. I think they have those. But yeah,
I have those in the game.
Oh,
those are a thing. They're just not very small because I have everything to scale as best I can. You can see them in the playtest.
Okay. Let's see. I want to try it actually real quick, just because I just realized I remember how to jump. Let's just jump here for the fun of it.
Device attention. One of your ships is under attack.
What is it though? No, that's all cool beans stuff for sure.
Guiding star.
I'm sure that's what you like.
Where did you just jump to? I was sending the message real quick.
Oh no, the I went to the Borg guiding star area. Oh, it says Columbia class. Cool. Oh no, it's the ATF.
Task force.
They're gonna find my guns. That's a Borg ship, all right. No, I'm just kidding.
The ATF are. I'm thinking about trying to just remove all the jobs for the ATF. They're not going to be useful in this. They're not really all that useful in the Star Wars mod either. They just kind of go around and piss me off.
They just kind of do their own thing.
Yeah, they just kind of go around and go, "Yep, I'm a remnant of the Imperials. Let me go and show you my might." And just spam 100+ fighters at you.
I know that space combat doesn't necessarily take, and this is just, I know this isn't about your mod, which is what this video is supposed to be about, but god dang it, I've got ideas. No, I'm just looking at this ship, right? it would be so cool, and I'm not sure who would do it. But you're doing Star Trek. Stick with Star Trek. I think that'll be cool. But like, oh, it'd be awesome if someone were to someday make a because I could see this maybe X4 maybe have a decent like a Halo mod. I wonder how that would function with X3. It'd be really weird, I bet, but it'd be kind of. I bet you could make it. I bet it could potentially be a thing.
Funny thing, my first idea before Star Trek was Halo.
Oh, well,
the hard part is that the Halo's not really about economy, so it would not be very good with the amount of ships that they have. Like, you know,
they have trade ships though, for sure.
They do. The hard part is finding the models for them. For the most part,
yeah, true.
It's always models. It's always models that are the hardest part to find. Like, sure, I can make, you know, a partial convert like this. Star Trek, as of right now, I think for the most part, it's going to stay a partial conversion mod.
Okay.
It's not going to be total conversion. There's just not enough ships in the Star Trek universe or enough classes of ships to really be a total conversion mod like Star Wars.
Okay.
But it'll be Litcube's universe with some Star Trek flavor.
Nice. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I think there's still default X3 ships in Star Wars Litcubes anyways, so
yes, there are.
I think it's okay. Yep. That's perfectly fine. Cool.
Yeah,
well,
the one thing is that I think I was telling you this earlier, but I don't know how big of a mod this will be, just because I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how big of this mod we'll get or how long it will take to make it. So if there's anybody out there who knows X3 and wants to help, you're more than welcome to come over and ask to be a part of it, because I would happily let you guys work on it. I mean, it'll be kind of, you know, you guys work on whatever you guys want, and I will take my hands off the reins and let you guys go wild with it.
Boy.
Hey, I am all up for creativity. People should be able to kind of create what they want, just so long as it's not too crazy.
That seems very limiting. No, I get what you mean. No, that's
and the code, the initializing game start thing and all that.
Yeah.
That was actually written by myself and Temet Vince. We actually came up with our own custom game start script. So that way, like the Star Wars mod, the ones that take 60 plus seconds to initialize, these take 10 at most. And that's including like spawning fighters and other ships. You'll see that in the playtest mod.
Okay.
In the playtest start, I should say.
And I will be doing that here in just a second. Oh wait. No.
You press R on it.
I did it wrong. No, what if I go in there?
Don't worry, I do that all the time.
Wait.
Yep.
Yes.
And then
I did it. I'm smart. I remembered. I'm a good noodle. Yeah, no, that's good. It's good that you want everyone to share and be in the community and whatnot and help out and stuff. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, the more people that come in and help and work on this stuff, the faster it can get to a point where it's considered "quote unquote" done.
or it's a thing.
It'll always be updated, but it's one of those things that I'm always up for collaboration with people.
Let's see here. I'm just kind of messing around here. Let's see here. Kind of already asked that. Is there anything? I'm not sure if I already technically asked, but is there anything that you're excited to try out with this mod? Anything like specifically? I think I asked like planned features that you think are unique, but or is there anything? I don't know. Is there just it just being your own mod? I mean, that's probably pretty exciting in of its own, I guess. But I don't know. Is there anything more than that? Just like anything exciting that you're like, woohoo!
Terra.
Let's go.
I mean, overall,
Escort.
I would say it's. I'm not. I would say I'm not particularly excited for anything. I like making things, building things by myself. Or with other people, but it's nice kind of being able to do it on your own without anybody kind of saying, nope, that's not happening.
You don't get to.
Incoming message.
Yep, I get to tell that to myself. But no, it's something that I really just enjoy. I also like community interaction. So anytime people post cool screenshots or anything else from the mod, I think there was one I'm gonna look at right now. I think there was somebody, a gatherer in our Discord posted a bunch of screenshots of a bunch of different ships attacking, I believe that was some Klingon stations in one of the sectors. And they just look cool. Like, it's cool seeing Star Trek ships, big lasers and violence.
I'm gonna violate this dude. That sounded weird, but
well,
You stop firing,
I guess you could cut it, but what's going on?
nah, it's fine. Well, I'm violating their personal space by attacking them.
You have received your last official
Yeah, I mean,
warning.
overall, I
Any
just
more
more so
trouble
like
from you will be
being the interaction. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
something that I'm not going to be able to be online every second of the day, but I can usually reply every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I just enjoy being able to talk to people, see what they've done with it. And my other thing I'm really excited for, I kind of just want to make the basis. I don't know why that happens. For some reason, sometimes that OCD message pops up. I never figured out why. But I'm more so excited for what people will do on their own with the mod. Like when I get it to a point where it's stable and it can get released, like for a full release, what other people are going to do with it in their own way. I'm really excited for that, more so than even finishing the mod personally.
Okay, that's a good feeling for that. What was it though? Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I'm letting everyone do what they want with your mod, being able to adjust it as they please. That's
You're really gonna regret that.
You know, I'm making everything as easy as possible for people to kind of make it how they want. Like I'm gonna be the file structures. Each catalog file is gonna have all the files for each race in it. So there's gonna be 4 to 5 catalog files that have all the different races in them. So that way people themselves can edit certain parts, but not have to go through thousands of files. So that's just kind of my overall goal with that, is to have it where it's easy to modify. People, you don't have to have a ton of experience. You have to have the tools that you can download. But you don't have to have thousands of years of experience to modify any of this that it feels like you do sometimes with X3.
Years.
Also, my cat just jumped up, so if you hear any meowing, that's why.
Understandable. My cat's getting a shot.
I keep meeting. I remember you telling me that. Usually I try to close the door when I'm doing stuff, but my kitten was asleep on the bed, so I was like, I'm not going to disturb him. You
can't do that.
It's illegal. It's to disturb him.
The council of cats will get you if you disturb the sleeping one.
It's true.
Trying to get a thumbnail here. Boop. There we go.
The better thumbnail might be the playtest.
Yes, for sure. I think I can test that out now. What time is it? Let's see here. I might as well get over there. I'm trying to see here. I guess this is actually this is, ladies and gentlemen, the last written question. So anything after this is completely informal. But what is, I guess, in your mind's eye, what is your end goal for Star Trek Litcube's universe? Or for Litcube's universe, I'd say.
Well, I don't think it'll ever be done. There's always more to add. There's always more. There's always more Star Trek stuff coming out. If I do decide to kind of model things myself, there's always more to add. There's always more to improve. So kind of in the computer science world, that's what I'm doing for school. There's always something to change, something to add, anything like that. So I don't really think it'll ever be finished. There's always something that could be added. Now, if I stay with it that long, we'll see. Life's been rather crazy lately, so it takes time to takes time out of my day to make this stuff. But I'm gonna work with it as long as I feel like it, and then if somebody wants to take up the reins, they're more than happy to when it gets to that point. But I don't know. I don't really know what my end goal is. I would say get it to a point where I have a metric shit ton of ships for each faction, because there are a ton. Try to get everything working as best as possible. And then my end goal, I would say, would be letting people make their own submods, kind of like how Star Wars has Galaxy and Chaos, or like my extra ships pack, or any of those submods. That'd be really cool to see in my own mod, personally. So I would say my end goal would be getting it to a point where people can modify it and improve it how they want.
That sounds nice. Sounds really good.
In games, there are some games where mods make the game so much better. X3 is one of those games. So even a big mod, smaller mods can improve it so much.
Definitely.
So I think that's a big important thing.
Well, that's literally after I watched Captain Shaxx. He was doing his like short little his Star Wars. He had a short Star Wars X3 campaign going on. And it was like, oh, it looked so cool, and it was really cool. I'm like, I'm getting that game, and well, here we are. I'm interviewing the most premier mod developer on the scene.
Well, it's kind of funny. I don't think Xenon's actually really done any like interview type stuff before. So look at me. I don't know. I like talking to people about it. I mean, if people have questions, I like being the first point of contact where I can give them the right answers, because I've been hosting game servers, like any game that's multiplayer, for years. So I hate it when somebody who thinks they know the answer steps in and says the wrong answer. Yeah. And gives someone wrong info. So I like to be the first point of contact where people can ask questions. And it's one of those things that being well documented, having everything that you've ever done in the mod written down somewhere, which I mostly do, and then having a well documented like modding tool, well, not tools, but modding guide and everything for the mod, it just makes everything so much nicer. Mm-hmm. So I like being kind of the first point of contact, and I always like being around so that people can ask me questions, so that way they can get it, because I don't have most of this stuff written down for what I'm doing with the mod. I throw stuff together and I go, okay, I'm putting a ship in game now.
It's your heart's desire.
Pretty much whatever I decide I want to do that day. So right. I like being kind of the one where someone's like, oh, what do you want to do? I can tell them, instead of Joe Bob 923 on twitch.tv/Joe Bob, whatever the hell I said. Says that I'm going to be doing this next. Like I don't really have a roadmap or anything like that because I'm lazy, but I like having that communication with people. So I always like, if anyone's like, hey, can I ask you some questions? Hop into a Discord call or over text or whatever. I'm fine with doing any of that, because it's just more fun than having some a-hole, say the wrong information. I hate that.
I will try not to. Anyways, let's with all that, that's all good and well. I wish you the best and whatnot. Let's get into what's the deal with this playtest? So before I click into it, because I'm just kind of hovering it over it here. What are we going to be entering?
Warzone, pretty much.
A Warzone?
It'll take a few seconds. It has all the code that runs everything, and it spawns everything in. You'll notice it's pretty quick. Okay. And then all the enemy ships spawn, and then they will start going over to attack you.
Perfect.
Two things to remember: setting up the turrets for your ships, setting them to attack. Mm-hmm. I believe they will defend themselves, but usually you just set them to attack. I would recommend doing have them escort you.
Oh, the turrets.
The other ships. So you set up all the turrets.
Perfect.
You set up all the turrets on all the ships, because for some reason the commands for turrets don't work on
you have to manually set them.
Yeah, so if you manually set up all the turrets, and then you have all the other ships escort you, and then just go for it, start attacking, it's fun.
Cool beans.
You can also get some good looks at the Klingon bird of prey. Ooh. And bunch of the Borg spheres and stuff like that. Yeah, the game's already been initialized. It only takes like 3 or 4 seconds.
Fantastic. I will reorientate myself so I'm facing. Ooh, those are Borgingtons. Then I'll order these guys to protect me, but I also got to get their turrets up and running as well. What is this, mine? Ooh, that looks like a big ship. I'll take a peek at it in just a second here.
Command accepted.
Combat escort.
Command accepted.
All right, so
yeah, you do have several ships.
Oh my. Okay, hang on. So this is. Is this
Constitution class?
Oh, that's the Constitution.
Currently it's labeled as an M2, but so as you can tell, the scaling's a little weird. But that's the scaling in the universe.
Oh,
it's nothing. I can change it to an M6, but it's considered a cruiser, so it's not really.
Okay.
It's kind of hard. I might have to kind of break the barriers of X3's labeling, just to make it look better, because it'll be zoomed in further if it was a carrier.
Borgy.
Incoming message.
Borg sphere. Let's go.
Yep, that is the good old Borg sphere.
Very spherical.
For real.
And then
And I think you have.
Oh, and then this is my was the Columbia, right? Oh, the Avenger. This is the first one, the light cruiser. Cool.
Yep, that's the Avenger. Yeah, there's some kind of an issue. Like you'll notice that the Borg sphere is shooting things from pretty far away, but you can't really shoot it from as far. I don't know why.
It's their better technology, obviously. It's a feature. It's a feature.
It's the fact that they've mastered geometry, so that's why.
True. So, and then I noticed something in the I'm not sure if it'll show up now. Current ship. Yeah, see, I'm not taking any. Oh, shield damage. I am. Yeah, never mind. Am I gonna ram into them? I feel like I am. Oh, well, I did it.
Good job.
Oh, but no, hang on. This is a fighter drone. Oh, it's just a little boogum.
Yeah, it's just a little fighter drone.
It's just a little fighter
drone. I don't have any models for that as of right now.
You are talking to...
Yeah, Borg. I'm a heretic. Okay.
I believe after you take out those last Borg sphere, I believe the birds of prey are somewhere. I never took them out, so
cool. Ooh,
I don't think I took them out.
That's an angry sphere. It's very spherical.
Yep, it's very pissed off.
Oh, are these the beams from the beam weapons, aren't they? The
target.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Yep, those are the beam. Yeah, I made those beam weapons from scratch. The only thing that are not mine are the textures. Those ones I got off of a mod that has long since been deleted, but I found a download for it and I used that.
Cool. Oh, that's colorful. What was it? Oh yes, if you want just an absolute delight of a time, I suggest, and I think you could probably honestly cheat your way to do it if you want, or I guess you could spend all your money in like the actual game. But buying up just a whole metric ton of I'm just gonna ram it of those laser towers. That is an absolutely brutal weapon.
Real quick, go to your map.
Oh.
Other map.
There we go. Do I? Oh,
all right.
We can do that script thing. Let's see.
I'll just say I might have I might have removed the bird of prey. I forgot because the playtest or the bird of prey in particular was bugged. There was the bug where for some reason you look at the model, it would crash after a random amount of time.
Okay.
So I took it out, I guess. I don't remember, but I guess they did. So yeah, that you'll not really be able to see. Actually, you could spawn the ship in for yourself if you want to look at it.
Oh, yes. How do I do that?
I have several other. See the cheat that's right below the discovery one?
The cheat right below the discovery. Oh, yes, scripts. Actually, I just saw something too. We have an Odyssey class dreadnought. Oh, that's what I am.
Yeah. Yep. You're in that. You have 2 Constitutions and 2 Avengers.
Sick. I like that. And the Constitution is the. I'm trying to think about it for a second.
It's the same class as the Enterprise.
Bitty baby one. Although, what's interesting is, is there a way you can fix? Because this is just my personal issue. Can you fix the zoom at all, or is this the maximum kind of zoom?
Not that I'm aware of. So because right now that's labeled as an M2, so it's labeled as a capital ship or a destroyer more so class ship. Its model is supposed to be kind of a certain size.
Okay.
But because it's more so the size of an M6, even though it's supposed to be a cruiser, it doesn't really. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. I think I'm just gonna reclass it as an M6 or 7, depending on what I feel like. It'll be a little weird because for normal X3 players, they go, "Oh, that's not a frigate. That's a capital ship." The size will just be too far off, and I don't want to. I don't want to make the scaling so large that it just gets to be wonky.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, look at the headquarters. Go to your map.
Yep.
If you go to your map, click on the headquarters, and then do set target, and that you can see how big it is.
Oh yeah, I was flying next to you. Let's see here. I think we can see a couple of our ships. Yeah, there they are.
Yeah.
Dang,
so that is the super capital or super player headquarters.
Very cool.
It docks 32 ships. And it's a massive ship.
Very nice.
Yeah, here, if you want to go, to the, go back to the script editor.
Okay.
So we go back to the script editor. It's the cheat.galaxy, something or other ship. Galaxy editor ship.
There you go.
Press R on it.
Oh, I always press enter. R, there we go.
Select ship.
Station. Here, I'm assuming.
Well,
right?
actually, no. Yeah. So you can. No, that one you want to press null. It's been a while since I've done it. So yeah, press null on that one. Yep, run it. And then select ship type.
There we go.
Filter race you're going to want to do. And then go down to Federation.
Or
Federation, and then you'll see the ones that are definitely not base X3.
Oh god, what have I done?
You go back to select ship type.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see here. Define class. I have to define to know what that is.
I don't remember if that one's done yet. I would say go down to the Vengeance class Dreadnought. Also, the Kelvin as well works.
Okay.
Yep, and then just press enter.
And then now
the cameras are broken right now.
Okay. Ooh,
that is the big boy currently.
Dark. It's a dark looking one.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's from Star Trek Into Darkness, the second of the new reboot movies.
Oh, I know this ship. Yes. Okay, I think I've seen it.
It's the one that in the movie it makes all the wah noises that I love.
Wow.
Not really a way for me to fix how dark it is. That's just the texture. That's how dark it is.
That's just how it'd be that way.
That's do be how it be.
That's do be how it be. Well, let's do that again here.
The Kelvin's the one from the first of the reboots that I personally have a soft spot for. I really like it.
Okay.
That's one that's just really nice. Yeah. No, you can look at the trader if you want to. Hope you never selected the race.
Oh gosh, I can't believe it. Let's see here.
It's over in the K's.
There it is. Then yes, there we go. Let's see what this bad boy. Oh, this one. I hear a lot of hate about this one, and I guess I understand it too. I don't like the middle. What are they called? The Warpner cells or whatever they're called.
Yeah, they're called nacelles.
Nacelles.
Yes.
But
I definitely get the hate. I like how the Constitution looks better, but this. Like personally, my favorite trilogy of movies for Star Trek is the reboots personally, because they look the best. Like sure, you have to respect the old ones, just like Star Wars. You have to respect the old ones. But I like the newer Star Trek movies more than the old stuff personally.
They're a lot more watchable. I think it's just because we're from just like a modern day aspect. I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely.
But
and then if you want to try one more time, there is the you can always look at. There's two different versions of it. There's the TL and then the TS class.
Okay.
For it. The only difference is that there's a different amount of boxes.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. I was wondering, because I actually, at this point in time, I'm a little short on time. But is there, by chance, I just wanted to check. Oh, wait. Did I do this right? I did. Okay. Whoops. What am I doing now? Is there, because I think you said it, do you think the Romulans are available, or, I did it again. Oops, I did it again.
I said, are the Romulans?
Are they a thing at all, or do you think they're kind of, not too, oh, no, here we go. There's at least some names I know for sure.
Those are all base X3, or base LU. Those are, I don't think I have a single Romulan ship in yet, as far as I know.
Okay, understandable. Cool though.
Yeah, but I have models in X3's format, but I don't have any that are done yet.
Well, what's funny is actually I know for sure the Buzzard, Albatross, and Condor, I believe, are all Romulan names for ships.
That would not surprise me.
Or not Condor. It's like I don't know, Condor, or it's a bird. They like birds. That's their thing. So.
Oh, it is the Condor.
Federation. All right. So what's the other ship, or like the other version of this?
The Wallenberg class transport. I would say just do the TL. It's the very bottom. I would say just do the one that says TL.
Oh, Wallenberg. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, those are the transports that the Federation uses.
Ooh,
as you can see, cameras are kind of messed up right now still.
It's all right.
There's a cockpit on that one. So yeah, that's what it looks like.
Little dude.
The TS version, it just removes the middle two boxes. It's just the last and the first box smashed together.
Cool.
The only difference.
All right then.
Yeah, no, it's just a little thing.
Just a little fella.
It's just a trader. It's got nothing special to it. So not sure why that one of all of them have cockpits when the rest don't. I don't understand.
It's just showing them up. It's like, look what I can do,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, hey, here's a cockpit, but also you're also using the wrong camera, so fuck you. You suck. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's about it. That's in the game right now. There's a lot I'm working on, but there's a lot of bug fixing I have to do to actually, to the point, there's a lot of bug fixing I have to do before I can consider anything finished.
Okay, well, hey, it's all a work in progress, anyways. And what is it? How many weeks/months have you worked on it? Would you say, or have it had? You've had it around. I should probably be more.
It's funny. Actually, I've only been working on it for 2 months. Yeah, it's been 2 months and 3 days.
Okay.
That I've been working on it. So not that long at all. I've done quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I started it right when the semester started for school, so that was a terrible idea. But no, there's somebody who actually just joined the Discord right in the middle of this video. Actually saying they're super excited for it.
Yeah, that's a good sign for sure.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I have several ship models that are finished.
Okay.
They're at least in X3 format that I still have to kind of fully figure out and get all the weapons working.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, there's a lot more that I'm kind of focusing on. Of course, life's busy, so there's a lot that I'm...
You got real life to deal with as well, so...
Yep, I got real life to work out, so I'm just getting it done slowly, but it's one of those things where I'm not going to rush it, because I feel like things are better if you go slow. Of course, I don't want the hype to die out or anything. I don't know if there is any hype for it at the moment.
Once this video drops, there's going to be tons of hype.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have thousands of people.
You're going to get the most hypeness ever.
Oh, I'm absolutely ready to be famous.
Counting on it.
But yeah, overall, that's pretty much all that's really in the game. For some people, scaling might be an issue just because of the fact that a lot of people will be coming from the Star Wars mod or from LU, where a lot of the ships are bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But I care more about the content and playability than how the ships look. Of course, they're not going to look like crap.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be where all the ships are massive and nothing can dock right and issues like that. So, yeah, that's about it for me.
Understandable. I'm going to try and kill myself here so I can end this with a bang.
A rock.
Oh, yeah, the rocket will work best. Or the ship that's of equal... it looks like it's bigger than mine.
It's the same size, just scaling.
No! Okay, fine. Rocket is. But yeah, no, so this is, I guess I'll do an outro of some sort here. So, well, this has been Purls. He is the sole developer at the moment for the Star Trek Litcube's Universe mod. Oh yeah, Dre, where can you pick it up? Where could people, if they wanted to just play around with it, where could they find it?
I will be giving Flumpy...
There we go.
I'll be giving Flumpy a link to the Discord. Currently, it's only found on Discord because those file sizes are so small enough for it to be downloadable there. I will be making a ModDB page most likely once I get to the point where I feel like it's more complete. Yeah, currently it's just kind of it's not really like a private playtest, but any updates that I make, people are more than allowed to play. So,
awesome.
Yeah, I'll give him a link to the Discord. He can probably put it in the description or toss it in the trash or something.
I might just do that. Yeah, well, no, thanks for dropping by as you do. And thanks for showing me a few things. I got to do another. Well, I don't think it'll be necessarily Star Trek Litcubes, but if you have any updates that come up with, I could definitely do a video on it here and there. But I got to get back in X3 again. Although to be fair, the last Litcubes one broke my brain.
Start a new campaign, Star Wars mod. Once this next update comes out in the next year, whenever it comes out, there's gonna be a lot that's gonna be added.
X3 is only an annual thing for me. I don't think I have the brain capacity for much more than that. But
now, even better, you have two playthroughs that you're doing at the same time: Star Trek and Star Wars. Just really melt your brain. I can already hear you not breaking out the Tylenol.
The two hamsters inside my head just both had a stroke, so I don't think it's going to be a possibility at the moment. But yeah. So I'm gonna go get a cat a shot, or give a vet a cat to give a shot.
You're gonna go shoot a cat? Jesus,
maybe
Flumpy.
Something like that. But I guess anyone who's gotten to this point in the video, I'll try to somehow chapter of the video, maybe between the questions. But if you haven't already, you should hit that like button.
Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell as well.
Yeah, subscribe and hit the bell and comment something down below, because that's what YouTube craves nowadays, because likes don't mean anything, I suppose. So just comment something down below.
I would recommend, if you're new here, for some reason you were brought to this channel because of this particular video, you should watch all of Flumpy's Star Wars Litcube's universe playthrough. It's like what, 37 parts or something like that.
I think that one, yeah, it was like 38. I think it's the shortest one, but I spent the most time on it because oh no, you're correct. It's about 38 or something. Because I did what I should have done in the previous ones, where I actually played on my own time rather than showing literally every single thing. So if you want, probably I would say maybe one of the most condensed X3 playthroughs. I mean, I think I did an actually decent job of keeping it to just somewhat exciting events. So that's just my opinion. But Purls says
I would recommend watching that, so that way you can kind of get an idea of how Flumpy plays X3, and then you can judge him harshly in the comments.
There's a lot of crying and screaming, but outside of that,
and if you like screaming and crying, you should also watch his Awakening of the Rebellion.
That one particularly is getting to me, but I will I will get there.
You persevere.
I will persevere.
And if you don't, I will on stream.
What was that?
And if you don't persevere in Awakening of the Rebellion, I will do it on stream.
It seems like a threat. But anyways, I gotta go now. So we're having a Midwestern goodbye. Purls, thanks for dropping by. And
thanks for having me.
No, it was awesome. So yeah, I'll talk to you in the Discord. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good day.